The human body, just like any other created object in the universe, has a very specific intended use. Apostle Paul today said, the body is not meant for immorality, but for the Lord, and the Lord for the body. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 13. It is really an insane idea to respect things of lower dignity and much less value by limiting their use to their intended purpose, but use our bodies very carelessly. The human body was created by God as the vehicle for the soul to become a temple of God or to become holy. The intended purpose of the body is to be a virtuous host of God. Also, God is the intended, the designed nutrition of the human body. Any change in this equation will cause the destruction of the body and of the soul. Even when certain practices are considered lawful by cultures or by societies or under certain human laws, even when these practices are considered lawful, they do not necessarily dignify the body. They do not necessarily meet the criteria of the intended purpose of the use of the human body. If they are violating the original divine purpose that was intended for the body by God. This is what Apostle Paul meant when he said, all things are lawful for me, but not all things are helpful. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 12. The correct application of the human body is determined by its maker and not by any another entity. Therefore, there can be no correct usage of the body until the soul can connect and recognize its true maker, its real creator. That connection will enable the person to determine the correct use of the body, because it's talking to the real creator who made the body and has its manual. The declaration of Apostle Paul that the body is not meant for immorality, 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 13, is a very serious warning. This declaration means that immorality is a harmful and dangerous application because it is not a designed function for the person. without knowing, without recognizing the true maker of the humankind, and without obeying his directive, there can be no correct use of our bodies. It will be wrong. Using the body in a way to make it a temple of God is based upon knowing the God who created us, by understanding his correct directive and by obeying it. There can be no real respect for the human body until the person gets to know in truth and worship his true Creator. In conclusion, just to summarize, bonding or connecting with any deity, any form of deity, or worshiping any wrong god will result in an utter wrong and very disrespectful use of the body. So, when we forget, disregard, disrespect, disobey the God who created us, we use everything He gave us, including our bodies, in a very wrong way.